Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mufarahim binti Muhammad Khairi. My matching number is 71127. Today I want to present how to key in the data by using the Microsoft Access and how to answer all the questions from A to L by using this Microsoft. So click at the plain database and then you should click right here. So okay, this is a design view. Under the field name, you need to write the customer ID. The data type is short text. Okay, and then customer name. The data type is also short text. And then city. The data type is short text. State. The data type is short text. And then for the credit limit, you should choose the data type is currency because it's related with money. Then after that you click add here again. So you need to key in the data customer ID 1000 and the customer name is Smith, and then the city is Phoenix, and then the state is exact, and then the credit limit 2050. So and then you key in the second data for the customer name Jones. Okay, right. So you need to continue to key in the data from 1000 until 1020. Okay, you need to key in as usual. Okay, so this is a data for the customer. Okay, so you click at the second table. You need to have a new table. So at the new table, you need to go to design view. Okay, under the field name, you need to have a item ID, and then the data type is short text. So for the description, the data type is also short text. Okay, and the STD cost, STD cost means standard cost. The data type is currency. So for the list price, the data type also currency, and then for the quantity on hand, the data type is short text. So you need the data type is number. So at here you need to click here again and you key in the data based on the data given. So the first one, you key in the data item ID 1010. The description is vendor, the standard cost 14, and the list price 29. Okay, then the quantity, and then you key in the item ID 1015. Station is Toyster, and then the sector ID and then you need to continue key in the data from 1010 until 1065. Okay, this is a data for inventory. So you need to have a new table, and then you click add here again, and then under the field name you need to have a invoice. So the data type is short text, and then salesperson, and then sales date. The data type is date/time, and then salesperson. The data type is short text. For the customer ID, the data type is also short text, and for the M1, you need to choose the data type is currency. Okay, then you click here again. You just do this as how the first I teach how to key in. Okay, the same way, and then under the invoice you should write the number invoice 101, and then you should write the sale date, sale person, Wilson, customer ID 1000, and then the M1, and then you key in the second data. So yes, so you need to key in the second data and the third data, and you continue until the data 144. Okay, you need to continue until the invoice 144. Okay, this is a data for the sales. Okay, you see here 101 until 144, and then you need to have a new table, and then click add here again. This is a for sale inventory. So under the field name you should have you should type invoice. Okay, the data type is short text. Okay, change here. So item ID. Okay, item ID data type also short text. For the quantity, the data type is number, and then for the sale price, you should choose the data type is currency. Okay, then you click here. Okay, so you need to key in the data like this until like this from for the second data, you see the number invoice is 101, same with the first data, right? So it cannot enter for the third data to key in, so you need to click here. Okay, but still cannot, so you need to change the number invoice 102. Okay, and then at the design view you see have a primary key, right? So you need to unclick the primary key. Okay, so you change it again 101. Okay, key in the data. Okay, so for the third invoice, and you should key in this data as usual. Okay, just key in all the data, and then this is a data we have. Okay, number invoice until 144. So after finish it, you should answer all the question from A until L. Okay, this is the data you see. Okay, so okay, now we need to answer all the question for A until L. Okay, we choose the data inventory and you click at the item ID, description, quantity on hand. So under the quantity on hand, the criteria is more or equal 100 because the question asks at least 100 unit. So this is answer for question A, and then you need to name this table A. Okay, and then you go create, and then you clear, and then you should select the data inventory and then sales inventory, and then you double click invoice under the sale inventory, and then click item ID under the inventory, and then click sale price, and then you click quantity. Okay, so under the criteria for invoice, okay, you should type 103 because the question as invoice number 103. So this is the answer for question B. So you set the name as B, and then you go create, and then go to query design, and then you need to answer the question for B. So you need to choose the data customer, sales, and then double click salesperson, and then you double click customer name. Okay, so under the salesperson, the criteria is Martinez because the question is related for salesperson, the name of Martinez, and then you run. So this is the answer for the question C. Then you name the table as C. Okay, then you do the same thing, go to create and then query design, and then now for the question D, so you need to choose the customer, salesperson. So you double click at the invoice under sales, and then sell date, and then salesperson, customer ID, customer name. So at the next row, again at the next row is amount. So you need to, under the amount, you need to choose the descending. Okay, choose descending, and then under the for the criteria under the amount, more 1,015, 1,500. So then you need to run it. Okay, this is answer for D. So you set the table as D, and then you go to create, again query design. This is for answer E. So you choose the sale inventory and inventory. So you choose the invoice under the sales inventory, you choose the item IDs under the sales inventory, and then description. So sale price, double click the list price, and then the quantity. So at the next row for the field name, you need write like this. So the sort under item ID is descending, and then under the sale price, the criteria you need to write like this. Okay, list price, and then you run this data, and then you get this answer for the question E. Okay, only seven item. Okay, so you go create, and then this is for answer question F. So you need to choose the data sales inventory, and then inventory. You have 3 data, so you need to choose the invoice under sales. Okay, sales date, and then item ID, sale inventory, and then quantity, and then sales price, quantity. Okay, profit. Okay, at the next row you need to write like this, profit margin, because the question asks the compute profit margin. And then at the sort profit margin, okay, under the profit margin, the sort as the descending. Okay, and then you run. So this is the answer for question F. Okay, so you name as F. Okay, then you go create, and then query design. This for G. So you choose the sales inventory. So make sure the invoice and invoice are linked. So you choose the invoice sales date, item ID, sale price, quantity, and then next row you should type like this, because the question asks the profit. Okay, okay, then under the invoice you need sort as ascending, and then under the profit you need to sort as descending, and then you click all this, you run, and you get this answer for G. Okay, this is answer for G. And then you click again. Okay, you name this table as G. Okay, so you go create, and then query design. Okay, and then now you want to answer for H. So at the same price, you need to choose sales date and sales date at the field. So you write this. Okay, number of sales. Okay. Then month. Sales. So okay, you need to click at the total and then appear like this, group by. So you need to take this, and then this is answer for question H. So name as H. So next we go to question I, and then you go to table, you click the customer. Okay, so you choose the state and then the state again. Okay, so under the second state you need to choose the count. Okay, then you sort the state, first state. Okay, the criteria. Okay, the criteria is exact because they want to know how many live in horizon. So this is question, this is answer is 3. Okay, and then you name as the table as I. So good. Okay, this is to answer the question J. So you click here and then customer. Okay, and then you choose the state and then choose the customer ID. So you need to click the total above, and then you need to change group by to count. Okay, you sort under the state ascending, and then you make sure click notes, and this is answer for question J. Okay, you name as J. Okay, now we need to answer for question K. So you click here, you choose sales, you choose okay, and then salesperson. Okay, so the next row for the field, you need to choose total amount. Okay, you need to write total amount. Okay, so okay, you need to total, and then under the total amount you need to choose sum. So you need to sort the cell. You need to sort the total amount descending. So you run this, and this is answer for question K. Okay, Martina, Mohammed, Drazen, Wilson, and Jason. So you name as K, sorry. And then you create and go to query design. So you select and double click the cell inventory, and then inventory. Make sure item ID, cell inventory, and inventory are linked. Okay, then you double click the item ID, cell inventory, description, and then you need to double click the quantity. So at the quantity, you write like this, total source quantity. Then under the total source, you need to change the total as sum, and you need to choose the sort ascending, and then you need run. So this is answer for question L. So you need to name as L. Okay, that's all from me. So already finished, answer all the question from A to L. That's all from me, and thank you.